join a company
that you are the person that you
Chogusel, yeah? Bring in good energy.
So,
Welcome to Crypto OGs. Hey guys, we're here today in Hamburg.
Yes.
I'm here with my good friend Mariana de la Roche, a Colombian fellowship.
Yeah,
But
Bogota.
we have to do it in English though.
Yeah, I know.
So, Mariana, she is a senior regulatory
Affairs
affairs
expert.
expert for Iota.
Yes.
And yeah, we're just catching up, talking about crypto, obviously talking about home, what is happening with Web3 this year. But let's start with who is Mariana?
Who is Mariana? Well, I'm originally from Colombia, like from Bogota. I moved to Germany like 7 years ago already. I'm based in
Okay.
Berlin. I'm actually a lawyer by training, and I was working with the development sector. And well, when you work in the development sector, particularly in Colombia,
Yeah.
you started to get like really frustrated because you don't see progress, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of
There's no
limitations.
support.
And more than that, like there's like always limitations, and that's how I got interested in like blockchain and crypto, because I was interested to see how the technology could actually accelerate the job that NGOs were doing, and how we can actually like use not only crypto but like more like the blockchain is the part that
Yeah.
I'm really passionate about. How we can use the technology to accelerate the impact that these organizations were generating, and that's how I started to work with Iota
Yeah.
in the
Congratulations.
implementation. Thank you. I started with them in like 2018,
Oh,
actually.
wow.
And I was doing at that time the project management of like over 15 projects that we had with the European Union, with the Canadian government, the Japanese government, the German government, everything towards actually like creating impact in society. And this was regarding the smart cities, energy, carbon, so there was a little bit of everything. But a couple of years ago, Iota has a restructuring, no? Because like, we cannot do everything.
Yeah.
So we hand over the projects to the community, and and then we prioritize the development of the protocol, so research and development. But like at the end, we also realize that the regulatory landscape is really important, because if you don't have regulation that actually promotes innovation, you're gonna be in a really problematic situation, because then solutions that are being deployed might become illegal or don't have like the legal certainty, or investors don't want to invest in the market because there is not like guarantees
Yeah.
or clarity or any kind, guarantees I would say. So that's why we started to prioritize regulation, which is basically what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
That also came because like I'm a lawyer,
Yeah.
and I also am member of the board at INALPA, which is the International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications.
Okay.
So I already have like tons of contacts with the
Okay.
Commission, with the Parliament, with like supranational like bodies, UN, big NGOs.
Wow.
So it was like actually like the perfect transition in the role. I'm really happy. Like actually we won just it was like a small victory, but with a group of colleagues that are also here today, we were providing feedback into the Data Act. We have not seen the final text, so I cannot confirm. But apparently, the regulatory bodies actually like listened the voice of the industry that we were representing, and there were adjustments that worked in our favor.
Well, we have a master class in 3 minutes. That's been amazing. So, Mariana, but congratulations for everything that you have achieved so far.
Thank you.
And obviously, the viewers and the listeners can appreciate how much knowledge you have, and especially coming from a country like Colombia, it's not easy, right?
No.
Coming to this space, we don't have enough support there. Obviously, we have to find a way around to get somewhere, and especially in Web3, I start to notice a pattern. There's more women lawyers joining the industry. Why did this happen? Like we need more lawyers, we need more women to organize all this mess that the men has done for the last 12 years.
Well, like diversity always makes everything better, because you represent the voice of more people, right?
Yeah.
So this technology is for everyone. If you don't have women in the discussion, like for
Yeah.
whom is the technology then? Like it's like half of the population. So I think that is really important. I'm really happy to see that there is like a lot of like women, and like there is a lot of diversity in this like not only like women but like actually like non-binary people as well in the industry. And like actually like really cool, because like I'm red hair, I have piercings, I'm full of tattoos, and I jump on the panels, and like still like people know that I'm an expert. They respect what I need to say, they respect my opinion, they ask for it. So it's really good to see like that actually like Web3 represents the new generations, and then there is a space for everyone, because at the end that's what we want, like that, right? Like a technology that is inclusive, and it needs to be inclusive from the core. So I think that is like kind of like really coherent with the industry. In terms of challenges, of course, like always moving to another country that is not your language. The visa process is a nightmare as well. But I must to say that I have always been surrounded by really good people that have supported me during the whole process. So like I'm not here alone. Like I'm always like super grateful because I'm here like also because I have a lot of support.
I like when people say I got support because nobody's self-made. We always need people that help us to get where we are, family, friends, colleagues. And talking about family and friends, let's go back a little bit. So tell us about your first time into crypto, into blockchain. When was that?
Actually was because of Iota. Like I was just like reading by myself, like really interested on the project. I was like, as I said, like I was more interested in blockchain than in crypto. I actually started to work first with blockchain. I got to know the technology. For me, it's really important to know what is the underlying technology. There is a serious project that it has like some developers in the back, like working. And Iota actually was like also like the perfect match. They were like based in Germany. Also like they had like this super interesting part in the settings because they also did the whole process with the German authorities that is not easy. So this like also like bring like this kind of like legitimacy that I wanted to see coming from the development sector. So I started to work with them. I fell in love with the projects. I saw actually the potential of the technology to create financial inclusion, to actually like prevent like greenwashing with all spending, like all of these beautiful projects that you have out there. And then I started to invest.
You started to invest?
Yeah.
So you start from the roots. You didn't start because of money, you start because of the technology.
I start because I believe that this technology actually can help us to achieve sustainability and hence like a more green future for all of us.
Amazing. And what do your family think when you start all this crazy of blockchain?
I think that I explained what I do 100 times, and my mom is still saying like she does something with technology, but like she started to get like more and more. I think that like actually that is part of the challenge, not only with my family, but like we can only scale and we can grow only as big as our bubble, and we need to break the blockchain bubble because we need to have like global adoption, and that will only come with like people understand what it is or how to use it. Like education comes in different levels. Like the level that I want of education in a regulator is like way in depth because they are like they're creating like the rules of the game that we are going to play. The knowledge that I need is also like in depth. Like I work on this industry. But like regular people doesn't need to really understand like absolutely everything. They need to know how the technology is useful for them. Like right now with ChatGPT, like you have like the best example. Like this is AI. Everyone knows how to use it. They go there, super easy, super user friendly. So I think that there is like a miss like still like in like the how user friendly like the technology is. So more people can access it, and like we move like this wall of like I don't understand, I don't want to touch it. It's like dangerous. Like no, it's not dangerous. Just like you need to know where to use it, how to use it, and it's not only about crypto. It's also like there is like tons of applications there that can actually like guarantee like more like data protection, that the data is yours, that you control with whom to share it. So like all of this also about like giving back the power of the data to the people is one of the things that I like the most about.
I can see
like,
you're very passionate about
it. Also I'm Colombian. So
Colombia,
like,
arriba.
Total.
And something that obviously you're bullish in AI as well. What you call bullish, like you like AI, it's going to be useful.
I really like all the cutting edge technologies right now. My partner works with like virtual reality, and I love it. Like every time that I have a chance, I play with the goggles. AI is like I think that like AI actually facilitates like some of the tasks. Like I wouldn't trust like ChatGPT to produce information that I need, but to organize the information that I'm providing, for example, in like faster ways. So instead of like 5 minutes writing an email, like it just takes me 2 minutes because I just like put like on my thoughts there and they organize it. They also check spelling, that if you are like not a English native speaker, it's a really good tool.
It helped me a lot,
and it also like helps to translate things sometimes from German, which is great. So I think that technology is good as long as it's useful for us, because we don't need to generate like new problems in society. We need to use technology to solve the issue that we have in society for decades and we have not been able to solve.
Wow. You talk about at the beginning about diversification in the industry, but also let me tell you something that happened to me 4 months ago. I was in Dubai and I was talking to Gary Vee, about minorities. Like I'm from Colombia, I want to bring more inclusion into the space. People in Colombia need to learn more, but obviously I left so long ago, like nearly 15 years. But you've been here 7 years in Berlin. But have you noticed the big change in Colombia in the developer side? We have like we have Bogota East, we have more developers. But what people will need more in Colombia to make it like more appealing to come and invest in technology and developers, because the talent is escaping, right? Like you don't live there anymore. I don't live there.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about the minority Latam market?
That's not an easy question. I don't think that is a minority. Actually, we are like doing a report right now on, we are trying to identify startups and projects in Latin America doing blockchain for sustainability, because we also want to understand what is in the region. I have seen a lot of movement, like also like when you have a need, because you don't have like a stable economy, so like actually like a stable currency. Blockchain actually like is a solution that can go like faster. Like look what happened with El Salvador. Like regardless of the political context, like they already adopt like Bitcoin, right? And imagine like Argentina with like all the economic problems that they have, like because like the currency is like so devaluated that is horrible for the country and the economy itself. What would happen if like actually they use a stable coin? Like that can like actually impact. So I wouldn't say that it's a minority. I actually say like because of the language barrier, there's not so much understanding of what is going on in the region at this moment. Now, what is needed in Colombia is a huge question. As I mentioned, like I was working on the development sector before. I work with NGOs there. I work for the government. I consult on the government at some point. I actually think that the problem of Colombia is not that it's a poor country or there is like of course like this poverty. I just think that like the main issue in Colombia is corruption. Because the corruption actually is what is generating inequalities and these like cycles of poverty that we are like sustaining there. So I think that that's the main issue. Like we call it like before it was the FARC, before it was guerrilla, before it's like narcos, whatever you want to put the name. The actual problem is corruption. And what we are like we are using like all of these as excuses to actually like not address the elephant on the room, that is actually we have a system that is corrupt. We have like the same families alternating the power and perpetuating the cycles. As I see it, this is Mariana Roche's perspective. Only my statement there.
Yeah, I'm talking about, okay, there is a lot of problematic in Colombia, but let's talk about Iota now. So you say Iota? Yeah, some people say Iota.
Yeah, Germans.
Yeah. So the question is Iota doing something for new developers, people that want to come on board on blockchain? Like we're seeing another layer to doing this.
We have a super active community, and we are all the time producing like information, tools, content for like people that want to go there to actually have like an start. And you can also like go into the Discord channel that we have, and if you start to just make questions there, we have like community managers that are always going to point you in the right direction. They might match you like with like some matchmake you with one of the matchmake you with like some of like the projects that are already like building on Iota that might be interested in like or like your questions, but that might be interesting for you to talk to in whatever context it is. So as everything, it just like comes of how proactive the people is, like whether it's a developer, whether it's a regulator, whether it's like us here, like we need to be proactive, and like if we want to learn something, like reach for the information. Like for me, it was like a really like heavy start. Although, like as I say, I'm a lawyer, and when I started with crypto and like with blockchain, I was interested, but like I was like reading by myself. I was like educating myself, and when I started, like I remember like being a couple of minutes at the beginning, like thinking like, what am I doing here? Like I don't understand half of this, and it took me like over a year to actually talk to developers, like ask them like, hey guys, I don't understand what is this. Can you just like actually explain me this? We developed like an initiative inside Iota for Iota employees called Eli 5. Explain me if I was 5, and it was just like talking like to the smart contract leads, to the protocol leads, security leads, like explain me these concepts to non-technical people in a way that we can understand. And that actually like helped a lot, not only like the legal team to understand the technology, but actually like our communication teams, human resources, all of that. So actually they feel more engaged and more part of like the foundation.
Thank you, Mariana. And the last question, how can people connect with you? You have a Twitter, LinkedIn account?
I have Twitter, I have LinkedIn, is Mariana DLR.
Yeah.
And I think DLR.
I will put it here somewhere later, the post edition.
I tend to always answer if there are relevant questions or if there's like something interesting. Like I don't have that much free time, as you can see. I was running around. But yeah, I always try to reply.
Mariana, muchas gracias. Thank you so much.
And
congratulations for everything.
Thank
and guys, I'll see you in the next episode of Crypto G. Maybe we go to Berlin.
Yeah, sure.
To see more about Mariana's work. Thank you so much.